All right, what's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? What's good? Oh man, I'm waiting for Al to come again. We lost him.
We lost him.
We lost him.
You
know,
How
I can't find him.
Al?
We got the legendary. First of all, lady, before I bring in our guest, I just want to get it out of here. I just want to get this out.
Okay.
All I have a crush on Roy Jones stuff ends today. It's over today.
All
right. It's over today.
Cool. So all of the other guests that you had crushes on, it was okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
But today it ends today.
Today is okay. It ends today.
All right.
It's in today.
Whatever you
Before
say.
the guests come back, we just gotta give it a few seconds. I don't know what's going on. I'm losing people, man. Roy was in the green room, and then now he's not in the green room, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So, do my lips look?
Mine's do.
Yeah, I figured that. It's like, yeah, I see that. Like,
you better find your guest.
Look, Al Coles, this is his show. He was in chilling. I don't know if Al just disappeared. And that's something I don't understand. He just disappeared.
Well, until he comes back. How was your day?
Oh, my day was okay. My day was beautiful. And one of the things I don't like is that when I have a big show, when we are doing a show on Thursday, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like super antsy. I'm not totally focused on the job, but I get my job done. But I was just thinking about today when you came home. I was just wondering. Hope she's not mad that I didn't take out anything to eat because I was super excited about tonight.
Okay.
First, I want to really dedicate. I'm telling you how my day was. You was like, okay.
I hear.
How was your day?
My day was great. My day was great. I'm excited. I'm excited because I have a whole lot of stuff on my mind. We get up for prayer in the mornings, right?
Yeah.
And so we had, we go, we look at the lines from our Apostle Derek, and we listen to the little nuggets he dropped during the day, right? So the nugget today was it was so good. It was just so good. It was just, I think I floated out the door this morning. I floated out the door because I'm just excited about the future and what's going on.
I feel the same way. I think today was one of those days where I was just excited about here, Mm-hmm. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait till the crew get in. Okay, we got Roy in there.
So you want me to behave myself, right?
Yeah, I want you to behave yourself.
Okay.
First of all, let me get this. Let me get this visual right, because one of the things is very important that you was right. And I got people and I looking, and we're not looking really on Facebook. So one thing I don't really like, I'm not a big fan of Facebook anyway. I'm just gonna say it. I go live and whatever the case may be, but I'm not a real big fan of Facebook. And I don't want this to look crazy and gritty and things like that. But I'm waiting for Al Coles to get in. But before we do that, Al is not in, so I'm gonna do this like this.
Wait, how you?
Al is not in, so I don't know. Somehow I gotta bring in Mr. Roy Jones until Al come in. It's his show.
How you
but Al saying he can hear, but he can't see. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited. Lady D, first of all, don't get too excited.
Hey, I'm trying.
Don't get too excited.
Everybody, get on your feet. Get on your right now. Right now. Jones Jr.
Don't get excited.
Don't agree. You know what? I guess y'all must have forgot.
I ain't gonna lie.
When they stole my gold medal in this whole career, let's look back at my whole career, cause y'all must have forgot.
One of the dopest fighters on the planet. And ladies, stop watching.
I'm trying.
One of the dopest fighters on the planet. I call him AKA Speedy Gonzalez. AKA I'll hit you before you even put your hands up. AKA I didn't smack you 2 days ago. You just feel like Roy Jones Jr. Everybody put your hands together. Mr. Roy Jones, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, my brother. How y'all doing?
Hey, we're good, man. This is Al Coles, your boy. This is his show.
Right.
I had him in here. We was doing a test, and all of a sudden, I lost him. Now here's Al right here.
Okay.
His show, and he's late for his own show.
Don't play out like that. He was here. He was on time.
Actually, that's not Al.
And that's not even Al.
See, Al got everybody else with the links. This is Mr. Buse. Look, Al didn't send everybody and their grandmother the link, Roy. I made this day about you. So how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
What's up, champ?
I'm doing fine.
What's up, brother? How you doing? How you doing?
Flamin' Brewster.
What's up, Bruce? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, brother. I'm good, man.
Hey, Roy, let me ask you a question.
Good. That's good. Go ahead. Shoot from the hip.
Let me ask you a question.
All right.
Al was telling me
Go
on my
ahead.
way to set up here that you're supposed to be a basketball player. Like, how true is that, man? Like, are you better in basketball or boxing?
Not better in basketball at all. I'm good at basketball, but not near about as good as I am in boxing. Now, I was good, don't get it wrong, but nothing like boxing. Nothing like I was in boxing. In boxing, I was Michael Jordan in basketball. In basketball, I don't know. I'm somebody that's not really so good in boxing, but I'm not a top
It was
tip
Prince
boxer
Cree.
in basketball. Yeah, I'm Apollo Creed.
And so you wasn't Michael Jordan in basketball and boxing, but
boxing, not
in basketball you was just not that good.
Nah, I was good.
Boxing.
Now, don't get it wrong. I was good.
Okay.
I was good in basketball, but I wasn't gifted in basketball like I was in boxing.
Okay. Now, is this true? Now, this is what Al's been telling me, that you had a major fight going on, and they were looking for you, and they couldn't find you.
Mhm.
You was doing a pickup game somewhere before your fight. I think we lost Roy. You know, technology sometimes can get the best of you, but we just want to say, Roy Jones, I heard, lady, that he was a good basketball player. So if he had a chance to choose between basketball and boxing, that was going to be my next question. But I guess he's saying he wasn't really that good in basketball.
Well, that's what he said. He wasn't as good in basketball. He was good at basketball. He was gifted in boxing. That's exactly what he said. And I guess gifted in boxing is really, really what he was, because we've seen him, right? I know myself, when he was fighting, I was sitting I remember one fight he had, and I was sitting in the living room with my god sister. And by the time he finished that fight, my god sister and I both was tired, because we was yelling, and I think we were going for different boxers. So we were, we had a round of or two in the living room. So we were kind of tired. I was yelling for Roy. Every time he punched him out, I was like, yes.
All right, enough is enough.
Oh, you don't want me to throw it off?
No, I'm only kidding, lady D.
But I was excited. We were tired. We were tired of that fight.
That's good.
Hey, Roy, I
That's
gotta
a
say
good
this, man. Lady D, my wife, right? I came home, and when you was fighting Tyson, right? I don't care. She knew. She didn't even really think of this as an expedition, just like a pickup fight. Something for charity. Whatever.
Right.
She worrying about it.
Right.
She didn't worry
Supposed to.
about you. Tyson's gonna hurt
you-
Roy. I'm like, baby,
you know what
they just
I
Roy's
was
faster
in
than
there with a
Tyson.
psycho. Yeah, exactly right. But I was in there with a psycho. What she didn't realize, there was two psychos in there together.
Roy,
Hey.
Al Ice Cold was telling me that he's sparring you, he couldn't hit you. So he was like saying, look, yo, Roy, these heavyweights cannot beat you, man. We can't. And he was fast as a cruiserweight, and he couldn't hit
Yep.
you. And he kept saying, man, Roy go up,
Yeah.
these heavyweights cannot hit him. How true is that?
Yeah. That's very true. He knew what he was talking about. Al had a lot of experience with a lot of fighters. He had sparred with a lot of big heavyweights, a lot of big name heavyweights. And I knew he knew what he was talking about. So when he said it, I knew too. that they couldn't really beat me. But I just want to make history. That's all.
Wow. You definitely made history, man. Definitely made
Hmm.
history. Now, let me ask you this. In the Tyson fight, because let me tell you something, man. No matter how age, how finer than wine you guys were in age, I have to say this. Lady D, I had to keep her home. I guess she was like real, she didn't come to watch. You didn't watch the fight. Oh, she looking rolling eyes at me.
I did watch it.
You watched it after, but the thing about it is, man, you were still looking sharp out there, man. Like
I put
you guys
I
were
put
like
in 4 months of
really
work.
looking sharp out there.
I put in 4 months of work for that fight, man. I knew I had to be right because you never know what Tyson's gonna show up. I mean, they say exhibition, but they say exhibition, no headgear, 12-ounce gloves. This is Mike Tyson. You know how hard Mike hit them 10 on 12-ounce gloves? So it's like, this is not an exhibition.
Right,
You out there with a killer. You better get your behind in shape and be ready for this. So when they extended it to 4 months, I'm like,
Right.
wow, I
right.
gotta get in shape for real because Mike gonna be trying to kill you, And so I got in good shape and I was ready for whatever. I mean, I'm glad I was in good shape because if I wasn't, I'd got stopped from a body shot in the first or second round. But I was in good enough shape to take it and wipe it on off. But I felt the effects of it the next 2 days. But it's all good. It's boxing.
Warriors, warriors. What was your most challenging fight, Roy, that you had? Now, Lady D is probably a bigger fan. Don't get this wrong. I mean, I love all you guys um from Sweet Pea, yourself, Mildred Taylor, like De La Hoya. I'm a fan of boxing. But what was your
Uh,
toughest fight, Roy, coming up in your prime? Like what
my
was
tough
like one of the toughest fights?
in my prime, the toughest fight I had was, and I know it didn't look tough because I made it look easy, but it wasn't nearly as easy as it looked. Because to be honest with you, James Tony was the best boxer, skillful boxer I ever faced, I ever seen outside of myself. So that wasn't as easy as it looked. That was the toughest fight I had because there were a lot of times when you had to really go back and regather yourself because he brought different things to the table for the whole 12 rounds. Nobody else ever really did that to me in my boxing career. Don't get it twisted. The toughest fight I had for myself was I had to, after I lost those 25 pounds, I had to come back and beat Antonio Tarver to recapture
Yeah, I
my heavyweight
remember that
title.
fight.
And that was history making, so I had to do that too. So I did that on sheer blessing from God and heart because God knew I wanted to do it. So God was like, if you want to do it, get up and go do it then. And I had the heart to get up and go do it because that was what God had ordained for me to do. God ordained me to go out and make history. So I had to go do that. That was the hardest time though because I had no energy, I had no strength, I was depleted, completely depleted. And at my most, probably the most vulnerable stage of my life, my career, which was then, they still couldn't take me out yet. You understand me? So, I
Wow.
must say that was a tough night though. So,
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, Roy, you got a
yeah.
question for Mr. Roy?
I do have a question for Roy. So, I have one of our viewers and our listeners asked the question. It says, "Was it true that you were supposed to be Rocky Balboa instead of Antonio Tarver, but you never were able to get back with Vester?"
I think Roy, we lost Roy again.
True, but somehow,
That's
somehow,
when I got
somehow,
ready
yeah,
to
it was
ask my
true.
Roy's
question.
back. Roy's
It
back.
was
We
true.
got Jason.
Yeah, it was true. Yeah, it was true. I live out in the country, guys, so the Wi-Fi go in and out because I do live out in the woods. And I'm in the gym getting ready to train my guys right now, so Wi-Fi ain't the best. But I'm sorry for that, but that's just
No
where I am.
problem. No problem.
But but
You got a question again?
but
You
yeah,
want to?
so yeah, I would know I was supposed to be in the Rocky Balboa movie instead of uh, uh, Antonio Tarver, but things happened with the communication. He's communicating with the secretary I had at the time that wasn't necessarily the right person to communicate with, and her and Fly came to different issues where it just didn't happen. But it wasn't meant for me to happen because I don't want to be in a movie where I can't win. So I'm glad I didn't do it.
Well, good, because I don't want you to be in a movie where you can't win.
Exactly,
Oh, I'm sorry.
exactly.
So listen. One of my questions is, I've watched boxing for a long time. And
Hmm.
I always wondered, what is it like for a boxer after you gone in and you had so many rounds and you took so many shots and all of that, you guys are battered and bruised. What do you do after you get back to the locker room? Like what is it like after that? What do you do?
Well, well, it's two different things. If you just fought Roy Jones, you go get all the help you can get to get yourself together. Run and turn your ass up. You understand me? But
Okay.
but
Yeah.
but if you Roy Jones, you go back, you hang out with your people, you try to have a good time, you mingle, you talk all throughout the night, you eat food, you try to go to sleep, but your adrenaline is up so high, and you're so into entertaining people that you can't sleep that night almost. Because my adrenaline, I really get an adrenaline rush from entertaining people. And I love to when I fight, I entertain. If I don't entertain people, I don't want to fight. Because if I can't entertain, then why am I out here? People don't want to just see a boxing match. They want to see a Roy Jones
Right.
fight. And they see a Roy Jones fight, what they get? They get entertainment. Hand behind the back, shotgun, anything. You know what I'm saying? You never know what you might get when you see Roy fight. But that's what I do. So when I come out of there, it ain't easy for me to just drop it down to being normal. I be still up there on cloud nine, so it take me about a day to get it all back together. Then I kind of come down and then I can sleep. So then after I go to sleep the next day, my body is probably a little bit sore in my arms. If I took any unnecessary shots behind the head and anything, my ribs sometimes maybe a little bit sore for like maybe 2 or 3 days. After that, I'm good.
So
Wow.
so then physically it's just back to normal. You guys just go back to normal.
Yep, back to
Oh,
normal.
wow. Prince Cree, let's box and then just see if we can go back to normal.
Lady D,
Because
I'm
I'm
almost
Roy
thinking
Jones.
because
I'm
you.
a light you up.
Yeah.
He gonna have
I'm
a yeah,
afraid.
he gonna have a
I'm
hard time.
afraid
He
Roy
gonna have a
Jones
hard
might
time
be
going
your
back to normal,
trainer.
man. If you
Hey Roy, I got a question for you, man. Well,
hey,
can you pause
yeah,
for a second? I know
talk to
your
me.
time is very valuable, but we're just
Yeah,
going to be
yeah.
real brief and get you to train your fighters. And I'm going to speak to you about what's going down with you and what's new with you. But we're going to pay a little bit of bills here, and we're going to get right back to you.
Mhm.
This your boy, Big Kev, owner of J&K Style Grill, home of the original waffle burger and stuffed wings, and we're listening to Swag in the Morning.
It's the world's famous. Yeah, I said it in my Mr. Magic's voice. But I'm not gonna lie. My sponsor just got me hungry. J&K Style Grill just got me hungry. I'm starving. Home of the original waffle burger, stuffed wings, and J&K steak egg rolls. I'm hungry. J&K is like candy at the checkout store, right? Because they're right next to my daughter's dance school. And bang, I see the food truck, and then the smoke of the aromas coming out. I want you to visit them at 6557 College Park Square in Virginia Beach, Virginia. You can call them now, 757-965-4783. You can visit them online at jandkstylereal.com. Tell them you heard about it on the swag. So, Roy, sir, what are
Yep.
you working on right now? Like, what's new with Roy
What am I
Jones
working on?
Jr.? Yes, sir.
Only thing I knew right now is Body Head Banger Volume 2. About to put that second album out. Working on training fighters. Like right now, I got Michael Williams Jr. here. Got Chris Eubanks Jr. I got Kevin Newman. I got Andrew Murray. I got Fernando Bunch. I got Mark. I got Brian Perella. And I got about 12 guys that I'm training right now. So right now I'm trying to make that transition from being a fighter to a trainer. And it's a great thing for me because it
Wow.
makes my mind work again. You understand me? And I love it. So that's from here now.
Hey, Roy, this is so crazy,
That's
right?
why I'm
One
here
of the
now. Yeah.
artists that is affiliated with me, I'm gonna play a video because I want to get you to quickly give us your feedback on these songs real quick because it's a sports and entertainment, right? But one of the
Mhm.
singers from North Carolina knows Michael Williams Jr. Her name
Mhm.
is
Yep.
Hassani. She's a singer. She put me up on the young man that you're training. So that was
Right.
such
Right.
a small world right here.
Yep.
So how is he's developing? What kind of fighter do you see him as?
He's gonna be a long range fighter, guy with a great right hand with a lot of distance because he's a very tall, rangy guy. I love training him. He had to get his dad to let him come from North Carolina and stay down here more often, so that some of this good stuff that I be having in my mind can rub off on him. To keep my home babysitting, it's hard for me to teach him anything. And getting down here with a real men are, now I can teach him something. And now he's down here, now I can teach him something.
Hey, so Al decided to join us on his own show here, Roy. I'm sure you can see him here. You would think
Late for
he's
your
in the
own show.
woods. His
Late for
own
your
show,
own
late for
show.
his own show. What's up, Al? What's good with you, baby?
Hey, I don't know what happened with some with the browser. I had to download the whole thing and tell me if it wasn't for my lady, I wouldn't have been able to shoot. I barely know how to turn on the computer. That's a shame. I'm like, my goodness.
Close to the lake.
Yeah. So we already know why Roy's going in and out because he told us he's in the woods. So I can respect that. And so we're not going to keep him long since we were waiting for days for you. Waiting out.
But people, Roy and I go way back to the beginning in our amateur days when I used to dog Roy in basketball.
All right, so Roy is not here to defend himself now.
Oh, so
when
see, he
you
can't even see this. See? Oh my goodness! I just wanted to say, now he's gone. Oh, he's off. He's finished. My goodness, I had so much to say, and I cannot believe all the stuff because me and Roy go way back to the beginning of boxing. I mean, the beginning of his career. When during the winter time, I would go down to Florida. During the summertime, he would come up here to North Jersey. We used to train up there, and it was like with the Poconos. There used to be up there an area called Action Park. And Roy used to come up there then.
I definitely remember Action Park.
It was an amusement park.
Roy is back. Roy is back. Hey, Roy, it's true.
Yeah.
Allies dunked on you.
No. Heck no. He might have dunked the ball, but he ain't dunked on me, I can promise you.
But see, and that's what we say. Me and Roy go way back to when doing Olympic trials and Olympic training camp. We was always playing basketball.
Yep,
That's what
all
it
the
was.
time. Yep.
All the time.
And Cole, and I used to have the most time sneak off to go play, but Al would go sneak off and play with me. So that's why we became tight. Yep.
And it was so funny. I was telling Prince Cree earlier, one of your biggest fight that you about to flip to your stardom to the great Roy Jones Jr. We in Vegas at the MGM, we about to go train, and then now no one can find Roy. We all looking for Roy. One of his first biggest fights to his catapult of his starhood, his stardom, and everything. We all looking for Roy to go to the gym, and Roy's at the UNLV playing basketball. right before the big title fight.
He said he was already the greatest. He didn't need to go to the gym. He didn't need to go with y'all.
Yeah. Apparently you're telling the truth.
Hey, so Al, really, Roy Jones, he said he was really not that. He was better in boxing. But it's amazing how an athlete has that many roles they play, and that's one of the things I admire about Roy Jones, and even yourself, man. It's like you guys have multiple gifts that is amazing as far as I'm concerned, man. I am so happy to even be in you guys' midst, the midst of champions, the midst of champions. But here's what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna play a video, right? And right now, and I want you to give me your opinion. And I'm not going to play it long. I'm just gonna give it a little bit. I'm gonna ask Roy also to look at the video and tell me if it's a TKO, a KO, or a draw, or just need to go ahead and send that one back. And look, everybody's a winner here. See, Roy is an entertainer as well. This is what's crazy about Roy. Roy is not only an entertainer in boxing, he's an entertainer with this music. That multiple gifted young guy. Like he's older than me, but I just want to give him some. So I'm going to play this video, Roy.
Chris, I want to say one thing. You know how great Roy is? He had a basketball game, a full basketball game, before he had to fight later on that night on HBO. And he had went and played a full basketball game.
Might be his therapeutic.
Yep,
Might be something that
about
keeps him relaxed.
Might be psycho.
I tell you what, y'all, you Mike Tyson getting in there with with that Triller thing. Y'all both were psychos, man, in a good way. In a good way.
Of course.
Check this video.
Of course.
I want you to give your opinion. We're
Okay.
gonna get you going. I know you got things to do. I want to see what you think about
Right.
this rap artist from
Say
Philly.
niggas straight to the point.
Okay.
Bitches getting a little bit too comfortable, you hear me? We ain't
Alright.
too comfortable. Y'all do the shit for the lies. I really live for the shit. I am not legally blind, but I just pulled up with the stick. I might pull up to your job, and I gon' work in the shit. Soon as you come out at 5, pop out and empty the clip. This that jiggle, jiggle, ta. This that jiggle, ta. This that jiggle, jiggle, ta. This that jiggle, ta. Y'all do the shit for the lies. I really live for the shit. I am not legally blind, but I just pulled up with the stick.
Straight out of Philly, her name is Isha Mare. Just her deliverance and just for the foundation of her flow. What do you actually think about it, Roy? And it's not like a contest. What we're doing is the entertainment portion of it is that you can give it a TKO, a KO, or a draw. A draw is like I'm in between, like I think she could have been a whatever. These young artists will need some inspiration because here's what I want to say real quick.
Everybody, get on your feet, get on your right now, Roy Jones Jr., the best fighter in the world. Whoever don't agree, you know what? I guess y'all must have forgot. When they stole my gold medal in South Korea, let's look back at my whole career, cause y'all must have forgot.
I'm not gonna lie before you get in and chime in. Boy, what was on your mind to be a that had a fire hip hop song? Like, bruh, seriously? Boy, gone again.
You
Seriously?
knocked him out.
He must have forgot that he's this song. Al, that song is one of the dopest songs that I can say from you've seen basketball players do hip hop. You've seen tennis players do something. Like Roy was the first person I've seen really had a smashing song.
Right.
Now, if I play this song right now, people wouldn't even know that it was in that time.
Because Roy Jones is dope.
But you know what, people, that song is still considered probably, that's a still party song. No matter what age and time, usually that's one of those songs like, you know, the Temptation, when they sing a song, they hit them hit songs that last forever. That song gonna last forever.
That song truly lasts forever. I'm not even gonna front, not because he here. I'm not gonna front like the beat, the track, the still like current.
Yes.
Like, I don't even know if Roy just put that out and do like a remix. My goodness.
I'm just saying.
Until we get Roy back in here, lady, we got some speeches about sponsors.
We do.
Right,
We
go.
have some of Hollywood hairstyles where clients are like family. Located at 1018 Clarence Street in Norfolk. Owner Tennille Daniels, better known as the Weaveologist. Their hours are Tuesdays through Saturdays. They specialize in all styles. You can call them at 757-236-4610. Give Salon love of Hollywood hairstyles.
Yeah. All right, now Roy's back. We understand his situation coming in and out. Roy is in training. He's out in the woods. His Wi-Fi, he don't even really call his Wi-Fi stuff. He just care about knocking people out, getting his trainers together.
Hello, that's what a kid does.
Hey, boy, I'm not the front. Just right here.
Everybody, get on your feet, get on your right now. Roy Jones Jr., the best fighter in the world. Whoever don't.
Bro, do you know that song is still current? Do you know I can play this song right now? People you got a new song out, these youngsters.
Of course.
This song is before its time, Mr. Roy. I'm being honest with you.
Of course.
Some people
I believe it. Thank you, brother.
They thought it was out now.
Nice. That's all right.
I'm playing it when this.
I appreciate you playing it.
Out of the board after the door exhaust this. interview. I'm deleting it so that on a serious note, lady. You didn't even know Roy. You a big fan of Roy Jones. You didn't know he had this song.
So why you had to tell everybody though?
Yeah, because when I let her hear the song, she thought you had something new. We got a new song. She's a big fan. They got a fan of the music. She didn't know that you
Yo, you just simply
That's
put
crazy.
me out. He put me out. But anyway, get back to the video that he's supposed to be judging, please and thank you.
I
Roy,
gave
did
a
you
kill.
get
I gave a kill. I think it was awesome. She's awesome. She's gonna be
no,
awesome.
no doubt.
That was a kill.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
here is here's a young lady from Charlotte that knows Michael Williams. Tell me what your thoughts on it. If I can get it in real quick.
I cried my last tear last night. See, I cried my last tear last night. You bring her no peace. It's like when she sees you, her skin is.
I don't want to lose you. This is Michael Williams. I think is I don't know if it's his cousin or she knows him when he was young or younger. But again, not a contest, Roy. KO, TKO, or draw. You can get a little better. What are your thoughts? All right. I see it. I see it.
Okay, yeah.
Hey,
There you go.
Oh.
He know how to do it.
we might just make it. Al, we may just make it be part of your this. You know, I don't know, man. He might be your co-host, man. We might need to have Roy help us get this entertainment stuff together.
Hey, I'm telling you, he could do it all, man. He could do it all. I'm telling you, he could do it all. He's very much, as you say, sports and entertainment. Roy could do it all.
He's right person. Our first guest, right? The first
Right,
person
you
that we
know,
have on the sports entertainment is Roy. No doubt. No
And
doubt.
it's a blessing because Roy is very busy and he's hard to catch up with. And, you know, I very much take it as a very great thing as a friend for him to come on because I asked him to, because Roy is very busy and always on the move. And I take it very personal pride that he did support us in doing this.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate him, man.
That's awesome.
When
Because
he come
he's
back,
a
we're gonna
champ.
close because he's a champ.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Everybody, get on your feet.
I'm saying.
So I really appreciate his time, man, Alan. I mean, your show, me and Lady D is just your sidekicks in this. And to start off with Roy was just so perfect, man. And any glitches that we need to get out of it, it's gonna get going. It's gonna go right.
We good.
Gotta always keep you in, man. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to just fly you in from New Jersey up here and just sit in the lounge with us. But while we have Roy, lady, you're gonna have some other questions to close out with him. And we're gonna do it like that because there's a question in the chat room. Oh, I like he's about to get busy out here, Roy.
Well, this is really not, it's really not a question. I guess they're referring to, Kendall Hall is referring to, I guess, an incident. It sounds like something went down with Fat Joe. Fat Joe did an interview about what happened when Roy pulled up on him. Joe had too many people.
This is Kendall Hall now, Roy.
So Joe said he told Roy that Roy would knock him out, but the guys around him won't let it be done. So what's that all about?
Again, that was Kendall Holt.
That was Kendall Holt.
That's
Kendall Holt was a former world champion also.
Yeah, Kendall's from Patterson. That's our homeboy. That's
Yeah.
people. So Roy, did you hear the question?
His mic is Chris Cree,
So I
can you
hear
hear
Roy.
him? I can't hear him.
Can't hear you, RJ. See this technology.
Yeah, he moved somewhere. He's still busy. He moving about. So give him a second. Let him go ahead.
He's trying to get a better reception because Roy is a big country guy, and he's way out there. You know, Roy is big country.
See, Roy can hear us now. Al.
I can see. Roy is big country. Like Pensacola is very. Listen, you go out there. What he love is nothing but land and chickens. He sees nothing but a bunch of land and chickens. That's all he sees. That's all he got. And Roy was laughing at me because I never knew nothing about the roosters. And I'm like, Roy, why you got all these chickens in separate bins? He had like 50 bins. I'm like, just build one big old coop and put them all in there. I didn't realize that each one, they would kill each one till they die. These was roosters. I thought you had put them all in one big bin. But no, he said they all had to be separate because he's like, I'm from the city. I'm up here from New York. I don't know nothing about these country chickens. And I didn't realize if you put them all together, it's like only one alive. We still can't hear him.
Al, don't feel bad.
We can't hear you. All right, Roy. He's going in because Al, Al, we're so used to seeing pigeons and and those things. But
and down there, like you can see horses, chickens, and cows walking around. You don't see that up here. You don't see that up here. Down there is a big old thing. I mean, matter of fact, they even named their chickens. They named their roosters. I thought they was talking about football game. We talking about football. Football's coming up, and so they naming names, and I'm like, who's that? What team do you play for? They naming the chickens.
Oh my gosh.
They got names for their chickens, and I'm thinking, which running back is that? They talking about which chicken is fast. They talking about which chicken is fast.
We can hear you now, Roy.
We can hear you now, Roy.
All right. Oh, there you go. Al is funny.
I'm like, which chicken is faster? They know which chicken is faster and all that. I'm like, what, you really run chickens?
Hey, that's why I learned my fight style from the chicken. So I knew everything.
Yeah. Roy is the real Chicken George.
You better believe it. You better.
Oh my God. Oh man. So Roy, we know how valuable your time is and everything. And I know we somehow missed that question from Kendall Holt, and then we didn't hear you respond.
It was just that happened. And he didn't say that at the time. He said at the time he didn't say nothing. Like, hey, Roy, it's all love. It's business, just business. That's all he said. And I caught his hands, but I mean, he caught my hands, but he was like, it's just a business. It's just a business. So we kind of squashed it, let it go. And after that, he was like, man, you know how crazy you was? It was like 50 guys up in there with guns. I said, I knew that. I knew that when I came in there, but it wasn't about that. It was about me getting my point across. You know what I mean? It's like, I didn't care at that point. I was so irate with it. I thought he was cool, and you make a song and diss me in the song. I'm like, you supposed to be my homie. We cool, and you gonna do me like that? So for a minute, I didn't care. And I know, like I said, like he said, had I might have hit him, but they would have shot me up, which would have probably happened for real, I already knew that. So if I did throw, I was gonna throw a death blow because I knew I'd probably get shot. But I was young and didn't have good sense, so it's all good. Now it's over. We good now.
Well, I'm glad it's over. I'm glad you didn't go and throw that punch because I need you to be around so I can see all of that.
Yeah,
I want to talk to you. My wife got a crush on you, Roy.
I don't have a crush on him. I just love his boxing style. I've watched him, so I love.
What you watch tapes? Like all you can do is see tapes of Roy Jones. Lady, cut the crap out. Look, I understand. I'm gonna let you
Yo.
slide with this because I had Lisa up here, and I have a crush on her. And when I bring Karen White up here, I'm gonna have a crush on her. When I bring, okay. Anyway, this is Al Ice Cole talking sports and entertainment with Al Ice Cole, Prince Cree, and Lady D. Just his sidekicks right here. So Al, what you want to say, man, before we close out with RJ? He got to go travel. He got to go and work out.
The only way you can really get Roy mad is do something to his chickens.
Exactly.
That's the only way you really want to pick Roy. You do something to his chickens, you got problems.
That's very true. Hey, I just want to thank y'all for having me on. I'm very honored and delighted to be Al's first guest. Thank you. So nice to meet you two. You guys are a beautiful couple. I love y'all's energy. Love the way y'all reacting here on this interview.
Thank you.
One another. It's a beautiful thing. I'm so glad to see Al doing something outside of the ring that is making sense and getting him good recognition and something that helps everybody, because he was even able to reconnect with me through what he's doing right now. So I love it. I thank God for it. I just want to say thank you all. Thank you to all the fans that tuned in and paid attention. God bless y'all. And I'm sure I will be back because this is the Al Cole Show, and Al Cole is my homie to the end.
It's really Prince Cree and Lady D.
Everybody get on your feet right now. Junior, the best fighter in the world. Whoever don't agree, you know what? I guess y'all must have forgot.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world famous, the legendary
and that Boy
Jones Jr. Give him some love, support what he's doing. He's not only a boxing legend, he's going to become a trainer, and Lord have mercy, whoever he's trained. I know on Roy Jones, like Al was saying, it's going to be crazy because this guy is a workhorse, and his IQ, his boxing IQ is amazing.
Way up there. That's way up there.
Now, lady, this is the question I have to ask Roy so that I can just clear the air with you real quick. Well,
just letting him go.
I want to ask this question. I got to get this question out because I can't sleep if knowing this. Roy, who's the love of your life? Do you got a special lady? Because I'm tired of mine having this crush on you. I want to end it mentally, spiritually, divorce it right now. Who is the love of your life? Is this someone? Because mine, you can look. This got to stop.
Yo, you playing me out today.
Yeah. I'm asking Roy right now. He can't do nothing. He weighing Pepsi. What he gonna do?
Exactly.
I'm gonna
Al Ice Cole is my man. Look, no, Sir Roy, on a serious.
He played me out.
I just had to get it out.
Okay, but let him answer.
Sorry.
I have a wife. My wife boxes. As a matter of fact, my wife has a clothing line I call She Warrior. So go check it out. You might like it. It's shewarrior.com. She's selling.
Write it down, lady.
I got it.
Spell that, Roy.
I am She Warrior. SHE warrior.com. It might be I am.shewarrior.com. If not, then it's I am shewarrior.com. Just look up She Warrior and you will find it. But she's doing that, so that is the love of my life too. But you know, it's nothing wrong with loving people. It's always good to love people, as long as we know that God put us all here first, and God put us here for a reason, and we're all supposed to love God first, then love one another, and there's nothing wrong with loving people.
Amen.
That's right, Roy.
See, boy understands.
Yep.
And I'm his biggest fan. I'm his biggest fan. That's it. ADD is the biggest fan.
Seat. She's out of the hot seat, Roy. Thank you, my brother. God bless
thank you so much.
No problem. Cole, good. Holler at your brother. I'll talk to you again soon. Y'all take
Peace, man.
I look forward to seeing y'all in the future. Best of luck to you. All right. Peace.
All right. Peace.
Thank you.
God bless.
Peace. Yeah. Roy Jones Jr. We'll be back. Me and Al, Lady D, we're going to close it out. We're just going to talk about the sponsor. This part of Talking Sports and Entertainment is powered by Tougher Than Nails. Tougher Than Nails, right? I want y'all to go to tougherthannails.com. You can follow them on Instagram at TTN413. Go right now to tougherthannails.com, and when you check it out, every time you make a purchase, they send a sock, some pairs of socks to homeless shelters. But if you use promo code SWAG2021, you'll get a discount. Swag Media Network, we doing big things, sports and entertainment, talking sports and entertainment with the legendary Cruiserweight former IBF cruiserweight champion Al Ice Cold, Prince Cree, and Lady D. So Al, man, how you feeling about all this, brother, man?
It was a great thing, man. It was a great thing to get a legendary guy like Roy and just see how humble he is and cool. Take out his time when he's busy out there working in the old country area where you can barely get a signal, and he still took the time out to reach out to us. So, you know, it's like, you know, soul winning, you know.
Well, I'm excited.
The swag show to come out here, just appreciate this. It's just a big thing, you know. Just really appreciate it for the swag show, you know, talking sports and entertainment.
Hey, I think we're ready to get. So, who's on your radar for the next episode, man? What do you have in mind, man? What other boxer? Come on, I know you got them, man.
I got several people, like several champs, like. No, Holyfield and probably like Layman Buster is one, or Ray Mercer. I mean, you know, we was all on the Olympic team together. Ray Mercer is the last heavyweight. I don't know to win a gold medal. Don't know since when. I think since was it Joe Frazier, George Foreman? It's been so long I think Spinks in '76. It was like so many years for a heavyweight to win a gold medal.
Wow. So now we have it.
Here we go.
You see it?
I got my notes. I'm
doing
ready.
Big things.
We're doing big things. We ready.
First, I want to send this one out to Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. I want to give him. His birthday was this month, the beginning of this month, and I understand that his birthday didn't pass, but I want to just have a moment of silence for Sweet Pea. Rest in peace, Sweet Pea. Hopefully that he'll be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Al, you had some relationship with P, right?
I wanted to just say something. Actually, last year, 2020, because of the COVID situation, Sweet Pea, Roy Jones Jr., Riddick Bowe, and myself, we was all going to be inducted to the Hall of Fame in Atlantic City. Wow. But God forbid, the fortunate situation with Sweet Pea happened. And so now it's going to be 2021. We're going to all still go into the Hall of Fame.
Wow, that's awesome.
Wonderful. Wow.
There we go. There we have it.
All right, Al.
All right,
love you to life, man. And nothing you can do about it but love us back. I want y'all to know those tough times, just keep God first and stay prayed up, man.
Yes, and next time I'm definitely going to make sure how I get this computer thing straight. Well, I missed half the show. You know, well, I got to get up there with you and Lady D. Thank God for my lady, Penny Allen, to help me with this show, because I would no way, I couldn't even turn on the computer.
That's what partnerships are for. So we got each other. So we held it down until you got here. So we good.
Yeah, yes.
Jump right to it for you. We had it, man. We had it.
Definitely. Yeah. Thank you for the show. Thank you for taking over. Thank you for handling everything.
No doubt. All right, folks.
All right.
You just got our debut, talking sports and entertainment under the Swag Media Network.
There we go.
Umbrella, doing big things. Ladies and gentlemen, my brother, Al Ice Cold. Love you, brother.